how to get customer feedback online. Now, you might be trying to figure out, hey, I've sold my thing. How do I actually know if my customers are liking it? Any kind of feedback in general? I'm not gonna tell you to get on bended knee and beg them, but I do want to show you some cool ways to get their feedback without being pushy or weird about it. Let's dive in. The first time I ever got some negative feedback on a product, it pretty much ruined my day. I got this feedback and it was the first time someone was actually truly just nasty and mean. And this was years ago, and I remember reading it, and it pretty much derailed my entire day. And I was a bit of a hothead. I know it's hard to imagine. And I was just like, oh my gosh, what, you flip a desk, what is this? And I was freaking out. I was so mad about this. I was like, my product's amazing. Who are they to say, right? And what I didn't understand, after I matured a little bit, what I didn't understand is that no's are good for your product. Right? Negative feedback is good for your product. And what I found frequently happens is people don't ask for feedback because they're afraid something might be negative. So I'm trying to tell you first off, before I caveat how to get it, understand that you want it, that it's good for you, that it's actually good for your products. Let me just tell you real quick, okay? Objections and feedback, things that are negative, very, very, very good for your product before you automate it. Super terrible for your product if you've automated it and you're still getting all of it. Does that make sense? And that might sound like a no duh, but you don't want to automate garbage. So after a while, these frameworks that I teach how to sell on the internet, after a while, I mean, that only takes us 80% of the way. After a while, we're still guessing, right? We don't actually know. So don't try to get the perfect product down before you launch it. This game is built on you creating a feedback machine from customers, and the market, the customer, starts to tell you what to change in the form of feedback. So with that said, I'm gonna dive into a few strategies here on how to just tactically collect feedback and what to actually do with it. All right, just real quick, actually, let me tell you what to do with the feedback as you start to gather, because any one of these ways I'm about to tell you can work. I've done them, they work for me. But what do I do with it? As I collect customer feedback, I put it, I call it the bucket of objections, okay? Super cheesy, but it's sticks, so I keep it that way, okay? So the bucket of objections is a bucket, proverbial or written, that I start to put all of the feedback about a product in. And I sort it, okay? There's two different piles in this bucket. There's one pile, and this is your job, okay? They're not gonna tell you this. No one ever comes out and says, Steve Larson, you know in upsell number 1, how it has this? I wish it said that. Like, very rarely will somebody come out and tell you exactly what they need. What your job is to sift through the bucket of objections, sift through the bucket of feedback, and figure out what it means, okay? This is why most people don't do it, because they're like, oh man, it seems kind of meta, like, you know what I mean, esoteric, kind of out there, like I gotta read between the lines, and you do a little bit, okay? So here's what I do with it. I look through all this feedback, I look through all this bucket of feedback, and I sort it into two piles. The first pile is feedback that is about the actual product that I launched. Steve, oh man, does this bonus come with it? I don't understand how this works. I got stuck in module 2 about this. This software app doesn't have X, Y, and Z. I thought that it did, right? It's stuff about the actual thing. There's another really interesting phenomenon that I've noticed that happens, where the other pile, while the first one is about current project, it's about future projects. The second is about future projects. And literally, if you get good at this, you start listening to the marketplace. You don't have to be a genius to play this game. You just start listening, right? Oh my gosh, they have feedback, but it's not about the current product. They are actually, Steve, where's your book? Right? The only reason I never started writing a book yet, right? I am now, I'm starting to write a book. Many of them actually. But I waited till you started asking me for one. Where did I get that feedback from? My bucket of feedback, my bucket of objections, okay? I have feedback and objections about things about the current products, and then I have buckets of feedback and objections. Basically, it's a wish list of stuff that you want to buy from me. Right? This is really key because it takes the guesswork out of what product you should create. That's why this feedback loop is so important, right? So how do you get customer feedback online? First of all, I'm trying to help you realize that it is one of the lifebloods to a good company. Just have these feedback engines. I'm gonna go through a quick list here in a second, but I want you to know what to do with it. Is it about a current product, or is it about a future thing they hope to buy from you later on, right? People have asked, Steve, where's your mastermind? I didn't start illustrating that, orchestrating that until you asked. That means I get to launch with security. Does that make sense? You are asking me to build the things for you now. And so it all comes off the back of whatever first initial product you put out there and collecting that stuff backwards. I keep saying that And a lot of that can be automated. I'm going to teach you more about that in a second here. But I'm saying this because people don't see feedback that way. They're like, cool, I got customer reviews. Like, they're more than just reviews. If you read them and see what they're actually saying, it's either about something that they have an issue with, or it's about something else they want to buy from you, and you actually increase the security of your company. And your security, being a risk-taking entrepreneur, it drops your risk like crazy. I'm just going to rifle off a few ways to actually collect this type of feedback. The number one way, which is also probably the most painful, is refunds. Okay, it just is. Feedback doesn't come. If you guys have been watching my videos at all, you know I teach you to create and align with noise that is kind of spicy. I mean, this shirt is right on the line, right? Right? I'm going right on the line of spicy. What do you think happens when that happens? You end up getting some haters sometimes. That's okay. You end up getting spicy temperatured feedback, right? And that's okay. That doesn't mean your product is bad, right? You got to have a little thick skin with this stuff. You understand that marketers deal with these kinds of perceptions and such. That's what we do. And so refunds, people asking for their money back. Now, before you just rush to give the money back, right? Follow your 30-day money back guarantee. Whatever guarantee you have, obviously follow it, okay? Before you rush to go give it back, just ask. When someone's at, like, oh yeah, you're on day 27. I can see that you've been trying this product. It's clearly not a good fit for you. Hey, right before I issue this over, can I just ask, there's a few key questions that I ask, right, in the refund category. What is it that you were hoping that this product was going to do for you? What is it that you got stuck on? Is there something that we could have done better? Did you anticipate other things when you were buying this? Did the sales message make you think that there were things that we were doing that you got in here and like, this isn't what... Guys, there's a gold mine of information to get back from people asking for their money back. This should drop any anxiety level that you have about somebody who does ask for a refund. Because first of all, you know that some credit card processing companies, if you don't have a certain level of refunds, they start to look at you fishy, meaning refunds are normal. And it's okay if you get them. That's okay. Now, if they go above a certain level, then the credit card companies start to go, what are you selling over there, right? Is this, right? Then they start looking, but it's very normal to have a certain range of, it's actually weird to not have any kind of refunds. And so if you start getting them, use it as a powerful data mining source to just, bucket of objections. Oh, thanks, sweet, awesome, appreciate that, cool. And then what do? You give the money back and you make it better so it doesn't happen next time. It's awesome. It takes the guesswork off of your shoulders. Hey guys, for another one here, one of my most favorite ways to collect customer feedback is just with some simple softwares. There's really cool softwares out there that will ask your customers for a review. And when you collect the review, if it's a bad review, it will send you the feedback, you the CEO, and will not auto-post it back to your social profiles. So on the flip of that, if someone gives you a great review, they will auto-post that review back to all of your social media profiles to show that your thing works. It's really cool, powerful software. But one of the things I like to do is, so here's the scenario. This is where I use a software like that. And there's a lot of them. I'm not gonna name drop one here, just look them up, okay? Or if there's one that you like, put it in the comments actually, that'd be cool too. We'll do the same. So what we'll do is when somebody purchases, let's say we send them an email with access to something, or email to access to a software, or here's the coaching call, or here's the e-com thing, or it doesn't matter what industry you're in, this works for any industry. What we'll do is, let's say on day 3 or 4, a couple days into after they bought, we'll just ask them for a review. And it's just a link, right, to a little app that asks for their review, and it collects it and sends the feedback to us. It's really nice. And if it's an awesome review, it'll go auto-post to our social profiles. It's super epic. Okay, those are super awesome ways to, in fact, for quite a while, and we're getting back to it, that was a mandatory move in every funnel that we built because it brought so much social proof in the door. Hey guys, laughter is an amazing medicine. Before I move on to these next two here, go ahead and hit the like and the subscribe button. We went and we grabbed some of the most hilarious support tickets, and I made a podcast episode about it, and talking about some of the most ridiculous, Steve Larson, you're gonna burn in hell because you like capitalism. I'm like, cool, I'll save you a seat and see you there. It's like, I have really funny ways I like to respond with it because people get a little too serious sometimes. I thought it'd be funny in the so like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind, if you're liking this stuff. In the comments though, tell me the most ridiculous support ticket you've ever gotten from somebody. In your company, what's the most over the top, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got this. Don't put names in, hide sensitive info, but laughter is a great medicine. Let's have a chuckle together. All right, for this next strategy, and this is not a finite number of strategies here, there's a lot of them. It's so much you could do to collect feedback. This is how I did it before I really had income. So if you're like, Steve, I haven't launched my product yet. That's fine. This is how I used to do it. I still do this way actually also. If I'm gonna go launch a product, I often want to create some kind of show or podcast or a YouTube channel that is parallel with that product. It's one of the ways I get consistent sales. So what I started doing is before the product was out, I just started telling everyone on the content, hey, I got this thing coming. I'd love to know what you're struggling with. Go to xyz.com and I will put whatever your issues are. What's your feedback on this topic, right? That was really cool. I also would do it to buyers, like early buyers, they come on in, and as they would start using whatever they purchased, I would just ask in the middle of that, are you liking this? I would actually love to know. In fact, I invite you to make fun of it. Let's say you're in my position, right? Make fun of what you just purchased. I actually asked that to them in those words. Make fun of it with me. What's the thing that could make this better? I want to make this epic and incredible. I'll ask that on podcasts. I'll ask that to new buyers. And I'll look at the reviews. We go and we collect them from emails. I'll ask people in my emails, please reply to this email with the biggest heckle. Like, act like you're the greatest heckler ever. Don't be afraid to collect negativity around your product. It's not perfect, nor will it ever be. Stop acting like it, okay? Go out and start saying what sucks about it, because I want to fix the holes and increase the value to you. And you'll actually find that you get a lot of loyalty from that, and people really appreciate that because they feel heard. It's a great way to do it. Now I want to teach you this last one right here. It's one of my favorite ones. There's a lot of others as well, but this is one of my favorite strategies. You have to understand that customer feedback is essential for the online business, especially the online business. One of my favorite ways I ever got a bunch of feedback, we got a lot of testimonials out of it as well. I did this probably 2.5 years ago. What we did is we were selling a kind of a mid-priced product, and we had a lot of people who were using it, and great success was coming from it. I didn't have as many of these machines reaching out, constantly asking what people are thinking, like these feedback loops I've been talking about. So what I did is I created a second little product that was like $50. And I went to my buyers and I said, you will get this $50 product for free if you can just flip your phone to the side and tell me what you've loved or hated about this other product you've purchased. You got 48 hours to do it. Otherwise, you're gonna go spend $50 for it. We got tons of feedback. It was amazing. I collected amazing testimonials. I collected incredible customer feedback and fixed up some holes. And it was a cool way to get a massive influx from an existing buyer's list of feedback while serving them back with a free product they wouldn't have to buy in the future and everyone else had to. It's a great strategy. Hey guys, if you want to be a walking billboard that attracts people's thoughts to you, wear a Capitalist shirt and do it in a big city. We have these shirts though that are free actually. If you go to capitalismswag.com, they're free. We just ask you to pay shipping. We don't make money on them. I actually go in the hole a little bit on them. Capitalismswag.com. We have a lot of different flavors of shirts over there. Go check it out.